Right. Okay. I have my handy dandy charger, so it won't die. Okay, let's see. Skips. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Let's see if anyone shows up. So, okay. At least this is focused. Actually, yes, I'm going to be getting all the albums I've gotten before I start. That's the albums I've gotten this year. Let me put these. Hello. So one person, oh, two people are here now. Hello, so I'm doing a live stream today. I did a test. Oh, hi, Jojo World. I love your comments, by the way. You always leave good comments on my videos. So thank you for being so nice to me always. I'm doing a live stream today. I did a test earlier today, well, at least in my time zone. I'll be showing like the albums I've gotten recently, just this year. Yes. And if you have any questions, you can ask me as well, and I can answer them like instantly too. So I'm just getting the albums I have because I have them right here. Hopefully, it's a good majority of the albums I have gotten because I made videos for these as well. But hello, Marcy. Okay, there's. Oh, hi, Anthony. So, I remember you from Jade's live stream. So I'm doing one now. And hi, Nasri, and yes. So what I'm doing for this live stream, I will be kind of talking about these albums and albums I've gotten in general as well, and answer any of you guys' questions or if you want to talk about anything. All right. So I'm getting a bunch. So I don't know if. Okay. Yes, I remember you. I have one. That's one thing I have a good memory for good majority of things. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, I can answer them like if you want. If you have any questions. But I am just getting some albums. I just hope this doesn't fall. Oh. Okay. That I've gotten just this year. Hopefully it's a good majority of them, if not all. Just a question. Can you guys name the countries you guys are from? Because I'm always really curious to see who watches. Because I do get stats for, or statistics for, or well, demographics for the countries that that have seen my videos. So, yes. Oklahoma. Okay. So you're from the U.S. as well. Okay. But I wasn't born in the U.S. Fun fact, if you didn't know that. I am from Colombia, but I lived in the U.S. for a really long time now. I kind of basically grew up here. I'm getting more albums. Oh my goodness. Okay, Malaysia and then Pennsylvania. Okay. That's great. Canada. Okay, good. For those who just came, if you guys have any questions, you can ask me. I'm basically showing what the things I've gotten this past few weeks. Actually, I don't know if it's all these things. I think I have more. But yes, okay. If not, then I already made a video about it. Because I had Mamamoo albums, and I don't know where I put them. Oh, I think I know where I put them. Never mind. Okay. Okay, so I'll just start showing these. It's not technically a complete collection, but yes. So if you guys like any of these groups, yeah. So okay. So this is technically not my what's it called? My complete haul for up to this year, and I actually just ordered a Day6 album, the Moonrise. So if there's any Day6 fans, I'll be making an unboxing and review for that. All right. Okay, so this. Okay. What are your thoughts about Secret and After School possibly disbanding this year? Well, I'm old school K-pop fan. I'm not that old. I'm only like 22 now. But I did get into K-pop around when these groups debuted. I think Secret definitely should disband. Supposedly they haven't really cleared that up, but so Hyosung and okay, that's great. So supposedly Hyosung and Jiyeon like left the company because they basically didn't do anything with the group, and they left on like they just didn't leave because TS was not living up to what they said on their contract. So they have like an actual case. It's not that they just wanted to leave. Like TS was not doing what they were supposed to. So I do feel really sad about Secret. Secret's a group I really kept up with since their Magic era, and I have all of their albums actually, except for Jiyeon's solo that she had, Bobby Doll. That's another album I actually need to get very soon. And then as for After School, I think that I feel like After School could have a revamp if Pledis does it well, but I don't know. I feel like After School is such a group that we haven't heard. It's a group that we haven't really heard of anything since First Love. I think that was the last comeback as a group, and yeah, I think it's really unfortunate that we don't have After School anymore. But Nana did renew her contract, so there's still some hope that the group can survive. But yeah, Eyoung and Kaun did nothing in that group. They're really talented. I think everyone that's added into After School, they have something special. But the way that Pledis dealt with just so many members was so messy, and honestly, I feel really bad for especially Kaun and Eyoung because they never really got to build a fan base. While I think that what's her name, Reina, Nana, Yui, basically all the kind of OG After School members before, basically until Lizzie, I think all of them really developed a good solid following, especially like Nana and Yui. They had always a solid fandom, but Yui left, so Nana's still there, so there's still some type of hope. But I do, if they're not going to come back this year, I do want a disbandment as an announcement. After School was a group that was never supposed to disband anyways, because they do have a school or graduation concept, but when you don't make a comeback at least once every year or every year and a half, then I don't see the point of having a group anymore. I don't know how many years it's been since First Love. I, yeah, I, it's been a really long time. But if they don't make a comeback this year, I hope that they just announce, just so fans don't keep their hopes up, and for the other girls to do something. Okay, 5 years ago. So After School hasn't done anything 5 years ago. Thanks, Kane, for clearing that up. So, whoa, yeah, it's been a long time. If you're curious of what I have for After School, last year I made a collection video for basically every group that I collect, and After School is one of those groups, along with Secret, like you asked before. I made collection videos for them. So I don't know if I've gotten anything new for them, but if you want to watch the albums that I have for them, you can just scroll through my channel. Yeah, but I have most of their albums, thank goodness, because a good majority of After School and Secret's discography is now out of print. So if you want to see that, or you're planning to have some collection, yeah, yeah. Reina had a solo last year though, but yeah, I didn't get that album though. Okay, do you think FX will ever come back? Honestly, the thing is, okay, so a thing that a lot of people don't mention about FX is the fact that Victoria is a Chinese member, and the thing right now that there's some like tension between like China and Korea, especially in the entertainment industry. It's not that Chinese people necessarily dislike Korean artists or actors or anything like that. The government is really, in China, is restricting a lot of Korean artists promoting in China. So SM is really being really careful with the Chinese people under the label. So that's why Lay has gotten most of his activities in China. Obviously, he's Chinese, but same thing for Victoria. Like, she even released, I think, a song, an entire song, and she's supposed to have an album, but it's like solely for China, so it's not like she's gonna promote it in Korea anyways, which is smart anyway. But as for an FX comeback, I don't know, because SM is rumored to have a new girl group, and I think they're just gonna focus on that. FX doesn't necessarily particularly bring too much income compared to other groups, because they are a girl group and they are on the, when it comes to age range, on the older side. So they kind of have died down in terms of popularity, especially since they don't promote really as a group. They never really haven't promoted as a group, to be completely honest. If you have been into FX since they debuted, ever since New ABO, like Amber got into like she injured something, and then they went on hiatus for a year, and then FX didn't promote for like an entire year. Then they came back with Pinocchio and Hot Summer. Those songs were really big that year. And then what did they do? Release Electric Shock? And then Electric Shock was kind of their peak. And then Sully and Crystal, they started promoting them more individually than the other girls. And then we got the Pink Tape album, which is probably, if not their best, really. No, I don't know. I can't really decide between Four Walls, Red Light, and Pink Tape. But yeah. And then after Pink Tape, they really didn't do anything. But FX as a group, they never really could promote it as a group. They were always promoted as individuals. So when you, I don't know if anyone was into K-pop around their like early days, you never really saw them together because they all did individual activities. So Crystal had a couple dramas, Sully had her dramas in her like commercials and stuff, and then Victoria, she got a role in Invisible Youth, and then Amber got a role in Invisible Youth 2, so the second season. But none of the, and then Luna, they didn't do anything with her for a while, and then she was in some like, what do you call it? Not dramas, like theater productions. So, mm, like, they were never, I never really saw FX as a group. I feel like they just all got together to promote once a year and then they just stopped, which is really sad because they are one of my favorite K-pop groups in terms of musical production. I think they've always stood out from everyone else. Visually, they were different. There hasn't been a group like FX really ever because you can, I guess, say 21, but 21, they, even though they had a female empowerment type of concept, they were kind of sexy sometimes and then kind of cute sometimes as well. While FX was just, I don't know how to describe it. It was just, they were never really too sexy or too cute, or I don't know. It's just like they didn't fit any mold because they would put on random things on Amber and then it was just, I don't know. I love what SM did with FX. It's really unfortunate that they've kind of messed them up as a group, but as individuals, I think they have a solid career, except for I guess Amber. Well, not even Amber because Amber has a good following. In terms of international fan, they all have a safe career. Yeah, I think FX would have done well internationally because they had Amber, so she had that uniqueness. So and then you got the really pretty girl, which is Crystal and Victoria, and Sully. I guess I still count Sully in. And then Luna, she had the vocals, and then Crystal kind of kept up with her. Um, Amber is a moderate good singer. I don't think she's a phenomenal vocalist, but she can keep a note. As a rapper, she's pretty average. She did her best with what she was given, and I think Amber's solo work is pretty bad. If I'm being honest, I haven't liked anything except for like a B side on her the like physical first mini album. But anything that she produces on her own, I don't know. It feels like very amateurish. And as for Luna's solo stuff was great. I'm really looking forward to what they're gonna do with Crystal. Hopefully that's not canceled. But I don't know how SM is going to promote the girls this year, to be completely honest, because there still hasn't been any sort of conclusion or statement of what's going to go with SNSD, which is what I mainly care about. Um, but yes, that's like my little spiel on FX. I think they're a great group, but they never were promoted to be like a unison type of group. And SM just gave them like their best songs, I guess, and not mm, their best songs and their most experimental songs, because I don't think like SNSD would have pulled off half of XX's discography. Um, it just doesn't fit their mm, image. They're not going to disband SNSD. I think what they're going to do is what I my hypothesis or my theory is that they will probably never really announce a disbandment because Taeyeon is still under SM and she's promoted as a soloist. But the thing with Taeyeon is she has a following with her own fans, and then the So-won fandom. So she gets really good album sales, and as long as she has that SNSD brand behind her, she's going to like have um, uh, good sales and just a solid support. But if she loses that brand of having being the girls generation leader, then I think the album sales would decrease. It's been shown before, like, and a bunch of times. Um, One example is like what's her name, Ihyori, when she was part of Finkel, like her album started plummeting in terms of sales. And obviously Tan will always have a solid career because, well, first of all, she's still with SM, so they're not going to give her like crappy albums. I'm sure of that, but I don't think they're going to disband. I just don't know how they're going to deal with that. I feel like if they don't continue releasing music, they're just never going to announce anything. Kind of like how FX is right now. Basically, kind of like the same thing. And if they are going to perform, they're just probably gonna go just perform as five, or they're just going to promote like Taeyeon as like the front girl. Um, and what I mean by that is that she's going to be singing her own songs. So they're just gonna announce it like SNSD Taeyeon or something like that. But I do want solos from the other girls that stayed. Oh, and then that's something I really wanted to talk about, and I wanted to mention in a video. I don't know if any of you guys watch Tiffany's live stream, and she seems to be really into the whole acting thing. I wasn't expecting that. So I know she's someone who always takes risks, so I am not surprised that she made such a crazy decision, but she is taking it for real. So she apparently is reading scripts and all that, and has like a team behind her that's trying to make her like a thing in Hollywood. Honestly, best of luck to her, but I don't know. But it's still smart of her to do it because she couldn't stay in Korea, to be completely honest. If she stuck with SM, she would have been doing nothing unless it was with Girls' Generation, because that whole scandal was pretty bad. It was really stupid and really she should have just been a lot more careful. I feel like that's the biggest regret she will ever have in her life, is not paying attention to the things she posts. And that's why I don't really care for like um like K-pop artists or artists in general to promote that much on social media. I feel like the best use of social media is just update here and there, and then update when you're going to release an album, because I can really care less of what they're doing, if they're eating pizza. I honestly, I don't really care. I just want to know when they're releasing music, they're doing a concert, they're participating in a movie, and then here and there having like posting of their birthday or anniversary or things like that. But I really could care less of what they're doing in their personal life. I know a good majority of people are not like that, but I really could care less. And this is where they just start over posting, and then they get hate for, I don't know, wearing a stupid shirt or having a phone case that says girls rule or something like that. That gets them just headlines, because sometimes they're blown out of proportion, and that's the thing with Tiffany. But the thing with Tiffany, I can understand why it just grew to that extent. Korea is very sensitive when it comes to their relationship with Japan in the past, and for her to just I don't know. I feel bad for her, but I understand people's hatred towards her. But I don't think it should be like her getting hate comments. But I don't know, dislike her, but don't attack her for a mistake. Like, everyone makes mistakes, but as a solo and just solo entertainer, she has no career in Korea. So I understand why she left. I would I would have just liked her to stay in Korea and then just release um some music, because she has that solid fandom. Like, she's gonna sell regardless of where she's at. Obviously, she's gonna sell more if she was under SM, but is not going to back her up. But if you watch the live stream, she was being really serious about the acting thing, and that she's like watching movies every day, and she's reading scripts, and she's getting like special training for that. So good luck to Tiffany. I mean, I'm still subscribed to all of her on her YouTube channel and on her Twitter, because I don't really go on Instagram at all. Um, but I hope that she, it's successful. She's really hardworking and she's really talented, but as an actress, I don't see it. But hey, I may be wrong. I've been wrong a bunch of times, but I don't think I'll ever see Tiffany as an actress. I just see her more as a singer and as a just live performer. So I think she'll do really well on theater productions. I think that's something that is good for her, and that is her ultimate goal. What's her channel? It's her Tiffany's channel is called Tiffany Young. Or just Google Tiffany's new social media things, and she did post a cover of Remember Me, which is part of the Coco soundtrack. She got a lot of love from that. I personally haven't even watched the movie. It was okay, her singing the song. I'm really critical when it comes to covers, so I haven't listened to the original song either. But she's really enthusiastic about the whole acting thing. So I hope that doesn't. She kind of mentioned that she was working on music, but I feel like she didn't want to promise anything, because I feel like she's still on the fence and just wants to stick into just the acting world, because if she starts releasing music, then people are gonna get confused and gonna hate her for it. Okay, good. Subscribe to her, because who knows? Who really knows what she's gonna do? I just hope that she has a good team. She has a good team, and the good thing about SNSD is that Sowons are pretty loyal for the most part. And Tiffany is one of the members that has a good following compared to the other girls. I think the members that have like the least following are probably like Sooyoung and Sunny. I think those are more of the ones on the risk, but the other girls, they seem to have a pretty strong following. I think the ones that are always going to be safe are Jessica, Taeyeon, Yoona. Yeah, those three. I think those three are always going to have a career. And yeah. And Jessica was really smart of how she handled the whole situation. Her music, I don't particularly think it's the best thing in the world, but I like the fact that it's really personal. It doesn't appear as, I want to say fake, but not genuine. It's everything is very genuine. It's really her. The concepts are all very Jessica. The packaging is very just well thought out, and it's not that she's putting out something that's for fans just to buy and give her money. Like, she puts effort into things, and that's what I love about what Jessica has been doing this past years, after she was dismissed from Girls' Generation. But and then Yuna's huge, so she has her acting, and then Taeyeon is huge in the music industry, so she's never gonna be worried about not having a career, because Taeyeon is one of those voices that can really sing any type of song, and with a huge label backing her up, the best combination you can have. Because what's a big, like, for example, Minji, I think she has so much potential. I think the solo she had was kind of mediocre, to what I think she's capable of. But she didn't have YG anymore. Because some people just buy things because they're YG, or they just buy things because it's SM or JYP. and it doesn't matter of the quality. So that's the best thing to have in case you have a bad, like a weak following, or just no budget. What about Hyoyeon? I think Hyoyeon's DJ thing, I like that she's like doing whatever she wants, to be completely honest. I think I love the fact that SNSD seems to be doing whatever they want to do. So I know Hyoyeon was on a DJ show, and apparently like she did really well, or maybe she grew a passion for it. And Hyoyeon has an international following, but the thing with Hyoyeon has an international following, but I don't see her um, um, like people buying her albums. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't have those type of fans. And what I mean by that is that Hyoyeon is talented, but she's not a vocalist, and she just never has. She doesn't seem to have that kind of following. I mean, they support her and everything, and but I don't see people buying a bunch of Hyoyeon albums. So, in terms of ranking of actual people spending money on her, I don't see it. Under SNSD, yes, with her in her group. So that's why I worry about Hyoyeon having an album. Obviously, I would buy it because I'm a So1, but I think a good majority of her fans are not going to buy it. And the greatest example of that occurring is Amber, because Amber has a huge Amber has a huge following internationally, but who bought that album? Only like 10,000 people, and she has like I don't know how many millions of followers online, and they're mostly international. Where were they when Amber released that album? Okay, nowhere. So that's what I mean by Hyoyeon not having that solid fan base. She has a solid international following, but are they really gonna buy her things? Doubt it. I will. So-ones will, but her Hyoyeon album, Hyoyeon's fans, I don't think they're gonna be buying it. But hey, if she does, please support her. Because and same thing for, because I want the solos, but for example, Sunny is probably the one with the most potential right now that's being wasted, and I don't think people are necessarily going to be buying her album. So-ones will, but other people, yeah, don't see it, unfortunately. That's how things are in K-pop. You get all these fans being so-called fans, but they don't buy her stuff. I love Hyoyeon with blonde hair. I think she pulls it off like no one does. I think they should have kept her blonde since debut, because they did her dirty. If you were a fan during the O era until when? Let's see, Hoot, because she did get a good hairstyle for the boys. But even, oh my gosh, there was like a huge, I remember Hyoyeon's face was cut out on the O album. They cut her out on the CD plate. They cut her face. They did her dirty. SM always did her dirty in the early days. I think she grew up, and we all know Hyo got some like surgeries, but Hyo's looking good. Like she got the good hair now. She has the just the right makeup. They definitely have her that's when I really got into K-pop as well. And those years for Hyoyeon were atrocious. They did her so bad. But after the boys, SM knew they had to keep her blonde. She had blonde hair forever. She had blonde hair in the boys. She had blonde hair in Mr. Taxi photo shoot. She had, for the Korean packaging, she had blonde hair with rainbow strikes on I Got a Boy. She got blonde hair in Mr. She got blonde hair in Party. She got blonde hair in Lionheart, and You think, and she got blonde hair in, what was that? All Night and Holiday. So Hyo has kept the blonde hair because the fans kept dragging SM. She listened, they listened, and they kept her because I think she looks cute with brown hair when it's long. I think she really looked nice during um, she really looked nice during her, what was her era, the genie era. I think they put her still pretty with brown hair. Soo Young solo and short hair. I didn't like. Wait, what does she have short hair in Genie? I don't remember, but she had brown hair, and I remember looking at the pictures for Genie, and she looked so cute in it. But in the O era, when whoever did her bangs for Run Double Run, they were probably fired. Yeah, and like you mentioned, what was the Soo Young album? I always wanted something with Soo Young. I think her voice is really interesting, and this is the difference between like SNSD and what's it called and Twice, is that individually they are all decent singers. Like I think they all grew into their own sound. They have their, you can distinct, they have distinctive voices while, and then they sound nice. While Twice, I feel like, I don't know, like Momo, she squeaks, or like she has a really just this tone that I don't like. Um, I don't know. I feel like I like Twice, but I don't like how they sing that much. I feel like they're really smart with what they do with their title tracks because those girls, yeah. I think Jihyo and Jonghyun really carry that group, and I would say Nayeon too. She has like a decent tone, but sometimes it's too screamish. Cause that's the thing. They scream sometimes. That's not singing. But hey, they're getting like all kills all the time. So hey, it doesn't matter if they can't sing. So that's the difference between SNSD and Twice. You also think, yeah, it was also in Party. You think, yeah, she had the blonde hair in those days. Yes. So let's see. So a group that I like is FT Island, which okay. Oh, Lupe's here. What's your question, Lupe? Because I was just about to talk about FT Island. Have you been at this for like 10 hours? No. One. The tall one with the short ass has a okay voice too. No, Lupe, the thing is that I had the live chat earlier today, but that was for an hour. That was the test. I've just been on here for 38 minutes. The one with short hair has an okay voice. Which one with the short hair? You mean Honky? Oh, Jejin. Okay. But yeah, Lupe, I haven't been on for 10 hours. No, I took a nap and I looked at some homework that I had to do because I was going to go to school tomorrow, but then I don't have to go to school tomorrow, which is good. So, yes, this is why we're like friends. I love FT Island. I think they're really underrated. I like that they've been getting a lot of freedom musically. They've really been doing whatever they wanted, to be completely honest, and they're so real too. Okay, let's stay up first. Oh my gosh, yes, I totally forgot about that. Yes, I am so excited to hear Dongbangjiki's thing. Uh, what girl from Twice? Momo, Sana. Okay, I love FT Island. So thank God you guys like FT Island too. So I ordered their oh, Jonghyun. Yeah, she's a decent singer compared to the other girls. So I love FT Island. I have a complete collection from them. I've ordered their what's it called? The one where they covered songs in it, like it was like a remake album. I just ordered that. That's supposed to come in probably this week. This was one of the things I was missing, and there's another thing I may be getting. I'm not 100% sure, but I technically have a complete collection um for their second album, Colorful Sensibility. Um I think I sold at a good price. There's also Taiwanese press, but I don't have any Taiwan press stuff for FT Island because FT Island were really big in Taiwan. So, but I don't. I have all of the Korean press stuff. Like this is Korean press. I know this is they have a Taiwanese thing, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't like getting Taiwanese press for the FT Island, but for other groups, I do. I just ordered Chinese 5 Taiwanese press. It was so cheap. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm gonna be making an unboxing for that. Okay. But Lupe, if I see it at a good price, I can DM you on Twitter because I always see them here and there. Okay, you can't get Taiwanese stuff either. I'm like, I don't know. I can get Taiwanese stuff for other groups, but I think FT Island is the only group I can't get Taiwanese stuff. Yeah. I usually don't really care about like what press, especially when it's Japanese releases. But when it's Korean stuff, I don't like getting like Taiwanese stuff. I don't. I really don't. Like I one time I have yeah. I look up because I see it on eBay too. I will randomly see that Colorful Sensibility album, but I will send it to you because I think Shawo 360 Sam bought the Power album because here and there I would check out like eBay stuff. Like I bought like 5 things today off eBay. But yeah, I'll DM you on Twitter if I see that Colorful Sensibility album. This is the part 2. This is supposedly the repackage. But hey. So I will be making a collection video for FT Island, so an updated collection. I don't have any of their Japanese stuff, so yeah. I am not trying to get to that because I am focusing on other things and I don't have that much money and they have so much Japanese stuff that it's insane. But I have all of the Korean stuff, which is probably the best thing to have in terms of their collection because if you are like Lupe, you know that FT Island is one of the hardest groups to collect. Okay. Oh, okay. I see it cheap too, because I'm not a photo book collector, but I've seen that Bora Bora book, and I almost bought it. Just like I almost actually bought that Bora Bora book, um, and I didn't get. I don't know. I feel like I want to get the photo books, but at the same time I don't, because I would look at it once and I won't look at it again, and I would store it, and I don't have that much space. Oh, hey, Shawl. I was just telling Lupe about FT Island. But I'll also DM you if I see the Bora Bora book. I will wait for the Shiny albums thing because I saw it went for $50 and I am not gonna buy that the Best From Now On album until like late this year. Or actually, never mind. I might get it in Japan because I will be in Japan in May. Do you think? Okay, promotions for YG. I'll talk about that a little bit. But oh, Shawl. I got this 5 album today. I ordered it. It's on its way. I'm so happy. And I bought it for like $20. Okay. So, um, and it's brand new too. So, okay, YG's promotion for 2018. So, okay, but it's Taiwanese press, but honestly, I don't care. I don't care. I just want to have that album. Um, it's Taiwan. The Shiny album is a Taiwanese press, but I could care less. I just want to have the songs. I was even talking about with Lupe that she doesn't buy Taiwanese press for some things, so I don't either. But hey, that's the exception. So okay, so YG, we are getting a winter album this 4th of April, so I'm really excited for that. I supposedly iKON is supposed to be coming back in June. Hell no, I'm not buying anything iKON related. I have the Icons Welcome, I don't know, their DVD for their show. I forgot what it was called, and that was expensive. And I actually was standing Icon pre-debut, and I was never like a big Winner fan, and now I'm a huge Winner fan. Winner 17 and Monster X are my top boy groups right now for the new generation, because you know my number one is Donban Shinki and like Shiny and Infinite and Super Junior and Beast. Like they cannot be replaced. But since they barely promote anymore, um, Monster X, Infinite, and Winner, not Infinite, Monster X, 17, and Winner are the groups that I like. I'm so excited. But I don't know if I want to buy it instantly because there might be a special edition or something with YG. You never know, and I don't know if I'm going pre-ordering Winner's album. But I'm really excited for Winner as well. This shit. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. I feel like Winner got better with Taehyun being removed, and he was my bias too. I don't know. Maybe I'm so unloyal, and I don't even like his solo stuff that he does with his band. But I love their revamp. I love what Winner has been doing since debut. I don't like anything Icon related, which is again really funny because I bought that stupid DVD that I want to get rid of, and it was so expensive. I was standing them so hard, and then they disappointed me. They've always disappointed me. I don't like almost any of their songs. I didn't like their comeback. I like everyone loved it. I didn't. And I don't like that they changed their names like 20 times. And I don't even know why they changed the names for Winner too. I don't know why YG. And then for I Want a Blackpink album, I want a full length album. It's been 2 years. We need that full length album. I'm going to be buying that. Yeah, the name changes are really weird. Like Hooney, I think like one of them, I think Song Hoon, I think that's his name. They name him Hooney. I never thought I would like Winner more than Icon. Me either. I like Icon. I just hate that they don't dance. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, I loved what Icon was doing and their your thoughts about SM and JYP. Okay. Yeah, I call them their actual names too, because I don't even know what they're called anymore with their new names. Um, so, uh, yeah, I never thought I would be liking Icon more than, um, I mean, liking Winner more than Icon, because Winner, like they just never, I never really paid attention to them, and then I listened to their albums, and it was really good. And then Icon, okay, if you've seen Icon's survival show, because I did, that's why I bought the DVD. They had really cool choreography, and I was so excited to see all those cool things in their debut, and none of that ever happened. So I'm over Icon. Yeah, I haven't bought anything. I almost bought Welcome Back, but I didn't. And then Anthony, you asked me about what I think of SM and JYP during this year. Well, I don't really pay attention to JYP anymore. I kind of just pay attention whatever they do with Twice because they are the leading girl group. I don't particularly like all of their songs and their beats and their albums, but I think they are like one of the few girl groups that are making kind of just things happen. Like they like every year there's something like a trend or something that you're supposed to remember in K-pop, and Twice is doing that, so I like that. I just don't think they're really talented. And then yeah, because GOT7, I really don't like GOT7 anymore. Musically, I don't think I'll be buying. If I do, it's mostly because I like them as people. And I know it's bad because I mostly just buy albums because I like the music. But GOT7 is one of those groups that everyone is so likable. And everyone who has seen my collection videos, I usually buy everything from every group that I like. So I don't know if I'm gonna be buying their stuff anymore, because I didn't like their new song. I have everything from that GOT7 has until Arrival. I haven't bought their 747 and their new album. Who knows? I might be buying it if I find it really cheap, just for collection purposes. But hey, I don't think I'll be getting more of their things. And then who else is on there? The Stray Kids. Okay, maybe I like VIX as people. I like VIX as people music. Really doesn't. Oh, I like VIX music. I collect everything VIX. I have a VIX album from Shovel 360. I have it right here. Wait. I have it right here. I got this for my Secret Santa. Thank you. She helped me keep up with VIX. See, this is me just see, I store this like separately because you gave it to me and I have it right there. That's had to go run to my room because I'll always treasure this because I love VIX. I love this release and I was like so slow about getting it. Yes. So like I was saying, the Stray Kids, honestly, I don't really like them. I think they're trying too hard to be like Monster X and BTS. But yeah, I feel like everyone's trying too hard to be like, I want to get Stray Kids, but will they become like GOT7? They're a big group. I see them getting big. They did get like 6 million views in one day, which is wow. But hey, JYP is doing something right because NCT hasn't gotten that many views, and they've been at it for 2 years. The thing with SM, I don't think their label really fits that vibe, and I can't with NCT. I bought their Fire Truck album, which is really good, but I don't like any of their other stuff. But, and then who else is under JYP? Well, if you didn't know, I'm a big 2AM fan, but they've all left. And then they have 2PM on the background, but they seem to be promoting individually now since Taecyeon is on the military, and I don't think they'll ever disband. I think they'll stick with JYP and just promote mainly in Japan. And then Day6. Oh yes, like I was mentioning at the beginning of my live stream, I got the Moonrise album, and I'm about to get the Sunrise album. I like them. They're actually really the only ones I really like from the label, because I like Twice, but yeah. Oh, 15 I have their album, their Sugar album, but I don't really count them as. I discounted them because they don't do anything. I have 15 album and I really like them. I love Baekhyun and Park Jimin. I think they're really just talented individuals. I just think that JYP does a really bad job at promoting smaller groups and solo artists. So that's that, and that's for my thing with JYP. You only collect Day6, so I'll be doing an unboxing for that soon. I just bought their Moonrise, and then I'll be getting Sunrise. I'll be getting Moonrise really soon because it's being shipped within the US, and then Sunrise will be shipped from Korea, so that will take like 2-3 weeks. But I'm really happy that I'm getting Day6 stuff. I have their debut album. I don't have their second mini. And then as for SM, actually, fun fact, I bought the Day6 album, their debut album, for $2 shipped. That was a deal. What? Those stacks of album? Oh, these are the albums I've just gotten this past few months, but technically they're not all of them, because I was just gonna show everybody what I've gotten this past few months until today. But these are not all my albums that I got in this year, because I stored some of them because I had them on my desk, and Oh wait, I have a few more. Because I was gonna go through each of these. I had a few more, but I think I put them away because I got in trouble for having my desk being messy. I don't know how many I've gotten. Let me count. Well, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26. I have 27 albums that I've gotten just this past few months. I have like 15 more coming. And that's just Korean stuff. Because I have other things that are not Korean. I'll unbox those as well. But thoughts on Kyla and Preston as a whole. And I was okay. I'll talk about Preston in a little bit. But what was I talking about? Okay, I'll talk about Preston. Okay, so I was one of those that was gonna buy their album regardless of anything because I really liked their cover of Bang by After School, and I got so hyped up with Preston, and Preston disappointed me so much musically. I think the girls shouldn't be producing their own music. They're not 17. I think the title tracks are average compared to other girl groups. If because their title tracks are a little bit similar to what Twice is going for, but Twice's title tracks are done perfectly. I think they're pure perfection for them. Preston hasn't gotten that. They don't seem to be getting things right. I think they usually have some weird part of the song that doesn't fit at all. I think the Wii U part for their debut song was genius, but the other parts of that song are pretty bad. I don't like their B-sides that much. I like the girls a lot. I want to stand Preston, to be completely honest, but if they don't start getting things together, I don't think I'm really buying anything. If they do start producing and releasing great music, I will be getting those old albums to have a complete collection. Support them. But if they don't release more better things, I'm not gonna be buying it. I want to, but I'm not gonna be like spending or like using the money I have on something I don't like, and even like I don't particularly like to listen to. Because I mainly buy K-pop albums for the music. Because I think, oh my gosh, half of the things, a good majority of the things I buy now don't come with photo cards, and I really could care less about photo cards. If it's a group that I stand like hardcore, I want to get an individual card for every member, but aside from that, I am not a photo card collector. I'm not about that life. And I know some people that buy K-pop albums just for photo cards and they would sell albums. Like, what's the point? Don't you like their music, or you just don't like how they look? But to each their own. So Wiki Mickey, same thing for Wiki Mickey. I think they're all really talented. I like the girls. I don't like the music. I think Wiki Mickey has better songs than Preston though. They have two solid B-sides that deserve to be title tracks. The La 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 song I didn't like at all. That was a pretty bad song. Well, I don't know why they put that out. Honestly, don't know. It's so forgettable. The music video is boring. Yeah, they can keep that. I'm not buying it. I was gonna buy their first mini album, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna wait actually a little bit to see if they're worth using my money on. But no, I don't want to buy any of their albums as of right now. Same case for Wikimiki, but I'm more likely to spend on Priston than I will be on Wikimiki because I'm a Hello Venus fan, not a hardcore fan, but I like Hello Venus. And they were pretty popular during their third release, and then Pledis and Fantagio screwed them over, and I'm really afraid for that to happen with Wikimiki, and I don't want to be getting into a group that just does nothing after a while. So I don't want to risk it, but hey, if they start releasing bops, then hey, I'll be buying those albums. And I usually buy a good majority of albums, but I haven't been into any of the new groups. Like I said, Winner 17, but 17 is on debate. It's on debate right now because I haven't really liked some of the albums that 17 has been putting out. So I might stop buying 17 too. I think Monster X, and I don't really count BTS kind of like on the new generation, but I guess I would count them in there. So BTS, EXO, Winner, 17, and Monster X are the ones that I like. That are kind of like on the newer spectrum, and I guess Vixen, BAP, and Newest. But they are older. They've been, actually no, I wouldn't even count them in the new generation, but yeah, those are the groups that I like. I really haven't gotten into new groups, so, not even from the big three, because I don't really like NCT. I don't like Stray Kids, and I don't like iKON, but I do like Winner, and I do like Blackpink now. EXO and Newest are in the same. Yeah, I know. Newest. Okay, so Newest or Newest, BAP, VIX, and EXO, of course. I love all of them. Actually, I think I have all of those here. Yeah, I have. Like I said, I am very loyal to the groups that I like. Oh, and BTOB, also BTOB, I like them too. So, I have Newest, and then I have EXO right here. Where's EXO? Well, I have BAP right here. So I'm very loyal to my faves. Here's EXO. Yeah, 2012 was a really good year for debuts. And who else was into it? So, yeah. See, I'm really loyal to my faves. I still buy their stuff. Are these all out of print? I bet this is out of print. No, wait. Wait, never mind. I don't have anything that I bought. I bought those things a long time ago. These are fairly new. But yeah, I kept up with BAP. I've kept up with EXO. Newest. The only thing I'm missing from BTOB is their second full-length album, but I have everything from them too. And then VIX. I just showed VIX, the album that Shadow 360 got me for the Secret Santa. So, thanks to her, I have a complete collection for VIX. Wait, I am missing one thing. I am missing Hyde. Oh, no, Jekyll. BTOB is out of print too. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't keep up with, like, out of print stuff unless it's, like, something that I really want. And since I've bought these things, like, when they came out, I didn't really have it. But special cases like FT Island, where all of their stuff is out of print and extremely difficult to find. Yeah. I am done with FT Island for collection. I was able to complete them, which is something not everyone can say. So, let's see. Well, I talked about FT Island. I'm getting their cover album. Okay, do you think you would get a Dio solo? I would get a Dio solo. I think he's a great singer. I like that he has this R&B type of vibe to him. I think he is one of the most talented people in EXO. He's an amazing actor. I loved him in this drama. What was it called? The one with what's his name? Jo In-sung. He was so good in that. I didn't even finish it, and I was so impressed by his acting. I love Dio. I think he's really, really, really talented. So Another album I got. This is from last year, but I finally got this. Not too impressed by it, but hey, collection purposes. I have a feeling we will never get home in solos outside of Japan. Um, I think so too. I agree with. Um, I think so too. Yeah, that's a drama shower. It's okay. It's love. If you know, people in the chat type one. Um, so oh my gosh, I got lost. What did Lupe ask me? Oh yeah, the solos. Um, the thing with home and since they're a duo, I don't think really cares. I think they're just gonna have solo tracks in the albums and then just have them like, oh, we got solos. That's the thing. The track list was just released today for Dongbang Shinki, so each of them are getting solos, and I think that's how it's gonna be there. But hey, I'm never gonna complain if I get a Changmin or Yuno solo. I'm gonna be getting that. Um, People in chat type one if you want the survival shows to end. I think survival. Actually, I don't think survival shows are that bad when it comes to having um, like gaining a fandom, because the Stray Kids would not be where they are if it wasn't for that survival show. Same thing for Twice. But I do want them to end. I think they're really stupid, but they're they're a good way to build up a fandom because people get attached to members, and like it's been shown with Monster X. Will SM Station will do a compilation. I have to get that SM Station thing. It's just like $30 or like $40 or something like that. I think they will release it. Um, but I feel like it wasn't as successful as Station, the first season for Station, SM Station, because I don't know. I feel like they didn't really care that much. I feel like they were more experimental with last year's SM Station. They broke my heart. When did they? When they don't make it. Yeah, it's so sad. Okay, the reason why I don't like. Yeah, survival shows. I don't know. I don't watch survival shows, but I think they're useful for business purposes. I just feel bad for the fans that get attached to people and then they just wait for them to debut, and then or someone makes it to debuting and they don't deserve it. But then again, who am I to say who deserves it or not? But sometimes I get pretty like we're just angry. But when actually, I was I was a little salty when IM was selected. But hey, he became my fave along with Wonho. So sometimes they can change your mind. And Hyungwon too. I didn't like him at first, and now I like him. So I think he's like the king of memes. Like for the K-pop, like Hyungwon from Monster X. I think he's like great at memes. Okay, so then let's talk about IU then, since it was like the thing right here. I'm almost done with IU. Yes. I like him. I feel like he doesn't bring anything to Monster X aside from like his looks and um just being funny. But hey, I don't think he's like useless because there's like for example Yeti of like Red Velvet. I think she brings nothing to the table, but she is what makes Red Velvet in my opinion. Um, but as I was saying, IU. I am almost done with her. I don't think I'll ever be getting the epilogue album because that album is so difficult to find. It's out of print. But I don't really. I do have the special edition of Modern Times, but epilogue, yeah. So this is the cutest packaging ever, though. I really love this packaging. I have to get Flower Bookmark too. I have to get what's her other album? The one that has the song something fairy tale and yeah. Hey Shawo 5. Really have you tried? I tried the proxy sites for that album, for the epilogue album, and I couldn't find it. It's not one of the things that I think I would be too upset, but I'm so like just picky with collections. And if you're familiar with my oh my gosh, you don't have to, but I can pay for it because I am like a huge IU fan. She's one of my I'll pay for it if because I have tried so much to find that album, and I was about to get it on the Yes Asia sale because I know you mentioned it in one of those in your videos, or I don't know if it was Alex, and I was about to yeah, cuz I use more rare things. I have her Good Day special edition and her Last Day special edition as well. And that's the only thing I'm missing that is difficult to get from IU, because I completely adore her as a solo. I think she brings so much uniqueness to K-pop. Um, um, I just love her. And I've been looking for that epilogue album forever. And I was so upset that the Yes Asia, it just disappeared, because I was going to get it from there. Because, like I said, I don't know if it was you or Mason that mentioned it, and when I was about to get it and I didn't see it anymore, and then I looked at Amazon, I looked at proxy sites, it's on eBay for like $100-something, and I am not going to be paying that much for that album since I do have the special edition of Modern Times. Okay, Lupe, I fell for Jisung, which is so yes, so I am almost done with IU. I am missing Flower Bookmark and her single album that was After Good Day. And I will have a complete collection for her. So I'll make a video on that. But I don't have any of her Japanese stuff yet. But I'll be getting that probably in a year or so. But definitely recommend listening to IU because she's so unique. And then we have BTS. I know I drag BTS sometimes, but hey, I think the fans armies just make it impossible for me. I don't think I've seen any complete IU collections, but hey girl, I'm gonna have an IU complete collection, so look for that video because I have her more rare stuff. I have her her Good Day, it's called Real. Oh yeah, Real Plus, that's the one I'm missing. I'm gonna have an IU complete collection because that the Real album, the special limited edition, that's super rare, and then the Last Fantasy, I have that special edition, and then I'm missing Epilogue and Real Plus and the Flower Bookmark Part 2, and I am done with IU, and I'll make a video on that. So really happy that this is like the year where I'm completing old people's collection, because yeah, so I talked about okay, I'm gonna put these here. So BTS, I collect BTS. I know that the Real Plus album has horrible packaging, so I totally understand Shawl. I think they did her dirty with that single album, but the songs in that album are so good. I think, yeah, it's called Cruel Fairy Tale. That's like my favorite song in that, but I think it was just a B-side. I love IU so much. So for BTS, I don't think I'm getting the second mini album, or the one that has the song No. I want to get the first single, and that's the only thing I'm missing. And then I'm missing You Never Walk Alone. I think that's what it's called, the repackage for the thing. And then I'll be done with them. But I'm not an ARMY, so I don't want to get like the special edition of School Love Affair, and that's like one of the most ridiculously priced items I've ever seen. So for those who were OG ARMYs, you deserve having that album, because I think a lot of fans just jump the bandwagon and they don't even listen to like their music. They just like their personalities. But hey, I think musically I love BTS. I really like them. but I am missing their first single album, so that will be completing with that. And then Winner, I'm not missing anything from Winner actually. So I am just gonna order their new album or maybe buy it in Japan. So I have their special edition of their debut album, which is so heavy. Actually, the heaviest album ever, ever. I'll show you guys. And I know Lupe knows. This is the heaviest thing in the world. The complete Donbangshinki collection thing. That is my heaviest and biggest album I have. Oh yeah, Lupe, I was just showing the complete single collection for that, and that I'll show it again. This is my biggest and heaviest album I have. So my faves, of course I needed to have that. So, and I don't want to get all the jewel cases, which is why I got that. So the best thing you can get for Donbangshinki, and you don't want to get their OT5 singles. Yeah. I don't stand up tension, so I don't know what. Yeah. Yeah, I know you have that, but hey, it comes to the puzzle that I'm never gonna use. But I just love looking at it because it's such a cool packaging thing, even though it's not even that cool. I just like that it's my biggest album that I have, and they are my number one group. So hey, I'm just happy that I have something that's so expensive for my faves. And then there are the reason that I gotten into K-pop. It's so big. Honestly, it's I don't know if you guys have yearbooks from the US, but think 3 yearbooks put together. I'm not gonna be buying Nupe. I'm not gonna be buying multiple versions. I've commented on this early this year, and I am not going to be buying multiple versions because I don't have the money. Because I collect so many groups. If I had space to buy multiple versions from Donbangshinki and money, then I would be buying that. But as you can see, I stand so many groups, and I want to complete other groups collection because I technically have a complete collection for Donbangshinki for the most part for the things that I want. Because I'm not gonna get photo books. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have space in my house. I literally have 3 boxes of albums, and right now I need to find another box because all of these albums are laying down on my desk. I had to put some away, and these are just stuff I ordered. I have Yeah, and I am the type of person that wants to complete every one of those groups I stan. And when you have groups like FT Island that have so many things out of print, or things like things that I really want that go out of print, like I use Epilogue, that's what makes things like impossible for me. But that's why I'm not getting multiple versions of that album. And I think I might wait for the repackage too, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a repack. So if not, I'll probably buy it later, used, just for collection purposes later on. But I will get that album. Like if they don't release a repackage, I'll be getting that. But I'm not gonna buy multiple versions. I just don't have the money and time and the space for multiple versions anymore. And I'm not doing it for Girls' Generation either. I only bought 1 copy of Holiday Night. I actually never seen that TV. Yeah, that I made an unboxing for it. If you want to look, just look through my channel. I made an unboxing of that. It's a like really long video too, because I talk a lot. I made an unboxing for that video, so if you want to check that unboxing for that packaging, check it out. But yeah, I wish I had space and money to have multiple versions, but honestly, it's the same song, so I mainly buy it for the songs, not for the packaging. The packaging is a big part, but if it's something I don't like musically, I usually don't buy it. But Donbangshiki is so important to me. They are the reason I got into K-pop. So yeah. Okay, so uh so for the my collection for BAP is complete. It's been always complete. I'm really happy about that. So I got this recently, but without the photo card. What else? Oh, and I don't think I'll be getting their single albums in Japan. So what else is it for? I want a BAP solo, but hey, I'm really scared for these to drop. Okay. Okay, now this reminds me of Lupe. Okay, groups that has disbanded that you miss right now. Groups that disbanded that I miss right now. Miss A, Rainbow. I really miss Rainbow. I miss Kara. I miss Kara so much. I'm actually looking through my big stack of albums. Let's see. Jekuge Idol, Jaya. I miss them. Who else do I miss? I miss Stellar. I think they released really cool songs. Yeah. Rainbow and Kata are like some of it. So like I was saying, Lupe gave me a Royal Pirates album for Secret Santa, and I have it stored in a safe space. But where do okay, where did I put it? Oh my gosh. I stored it somewhere special, Lupe, but I got this album and I'm missing their what's it called? Drawing the Line. Oh, I missed 4 Minute too. I actually have a 4 minute album. But Big Bang hasn't disbanded. But I have this. It's really cute. The packaging sucks, but hey, the songs are great. Not even Stan, because they don't even promote. Get their albums. I need Drawing the Line. Hey Jade. I'm just like talking about albums today. Collection stuff. Okay, for EXO, since everybody knows EXO. Okay, so for EXO, I was gonna get that Lay album. What's it called? The Exodus version of Lay, but I kind of gave up on that. I need to get that Sheep album because it's so expensive. They're in the army though. Oh my god, when your idols are in the army. Yes, I was so upset when Domangshiki was in the army. I miss 21 also. That's another group I miss. So EXO, I've really kept up with EXO. Yeah, that Sheep album is weird, but it has a really cool photo book and I want it. And I love Lay so much. I miss the Star too. I love Lay so much, and I need to get that Sheep album. But it's so expensive. It's like $30. And I don't particularly love the songs on it. But yeah. And this EXO album is actually pretty forgettable. Yeah, I need to get that Lay album before it's like out of print, because it's a Chinese thing. Yeah, I need that album though. I almost actually got it the other day, but there's just so many things that I want to buy, and I don't particularly love that album musically. I think that Sheep song is pretty funny though. It's like a guilty pleasure that type of songs, but I don't know. I want to get it though. So, and then I'm missing Power. I I I did DM Shawo on somebody who was selling it for really cheap, but I still haven't gotten Power. That's like the only thing I'm technically missing from EXO, and I'm not gonna buy Chinese versions anymore. Okay. Highlight or Beast, whatever you want to call them. The Beast is one of my Highlight. It's one of my favorite groups. So I got this, the solo from Kikwang. This is his second solo. So if you didn't know that, he actually debuted as a solo before EXO. What am I talking about? Before Beast debuted, and yeah, I got this. I call Highlight Beast. Me too. I call them Beast too, but or Batust. But yeah, this was a decent album, not out of this world. I need to get Yosub's release. I have a complete collection for Beast / Highlight, which I'm happy about. Okay, and then I talked about this the other day. Okay, Twice. Don't hate them, don't love them. I like them. This is the only solid release they have. So if you want to listen to anything from Twice, listen to Tao's album is the one that hurt me. I'm not getting Tao's or Luhan or actually no, maybe I'll get Luhan or Chris's stuff. I don't like Chris's stuff. Yeah, Shawl 5. I need to get Yosub's new album, but I have his coffee thing title track or caffeine. I think that's what it's called. But like I was saying, this is their only solid album. So if you want to listen to anything from Twice, from beginning to end, this is the only good one. This is only good half of it. Half of the album is good. The other half is filler tracks. But hey, I got this. Caffeine is I love that song. But I have a complete collection for Beast. And I have a complete collection for Twice, which is pretty shocking. This album is filled with good songs. The only one. But I feel so pissed that JYP just added one song and called this a repackage and made 2 versions. Does this have like CD plates? Okay, good, because I would have felt bad for the fans. So I technically have a complete collection for Twice. I'm never going to buy Signal, so yeah. And then a group that I think everyone should be listening to is Oh My Girl. Taking out the coloring book era, they have a flawless discography. I like them. I think they're really unique. They remind me strangely to Rainbow when it comes to being underrated. Not musically, because they don't sound good. They don't sound similar to each other musically. But I really liked Oh My Girls, what they done. This is actually a really good mini album. I'm excited for the comeback. The teasers look weird, but hey. I'm glad that they're coming back really soon because they got their number 1. So they need to keep promoting a lot this year so they can, continue, Then you can come back once a year. And then, obviously, which is really sad, but I can't leave out King Jonghyun. I had to get his stuff this year. And where's the other album from him? Like I mentioned on Twitter, I went for my birthday. I bought myself these things because I needed this to be in my collection as soon as possible. So if anyone's planning to collect Jonghyun stuff, get them now, because I feel like these will probably go out of print. This will be on sale for probably a year and a half. But actually, maybe this will be not go out of print as fast as that. But these two definitely will, because these are not mainstream releases. Fantastic album. Listen to this at least, but purchase it because the king deserves the love. And these are interesting releases. I don't particularly love this one. I like this one a lot. And I'm really happy I got the 3 solo albums that I was missing from Jonghyun. Pink Ocean, Windy Day will be... Yes, I love those songs too. And those albums. That's like still my favorite release from them too. I got this finally. Married to the Music. And I just purchased Hello, so that's Hello. Okay, just like a little rant. That album, I've seen it go for like $8 shipped, and I still didn't buy it. I'm so angry at myself because I had so many chances to buy Hello at a good price. I still bought it for a good price. I bought it for like $13. But that album is like, that's the album. No, I love that album. Oh my gosh, I can't be that loud because everyone's sleeping. I love the Hello album. I love the Lucifer album. I think it's one of SHINee's, one of my favorites. And that's, I remember because I was still so young and I was like obsessed with SHINee. Obsessed. Because I didn't get to obsess too much with Dongbangshiki, but that's why SHINee holds a really special place in my heart. They're my second ultimates. That by just... Technically, I have like 2 ultimate boy groups because I consider SHINee like one of my... on the like very, very top. But I don't know why. For some reason, I just always put off buying Hello. I played that song like hundreds of times when I was this was 2010. When I was 14 years old, 15 years old, I would play that song all the time. I just don't know why. I think it's just because of the packaging. Because it was such a, like, I don't know, and not very interesting concept for the photo book. And I think I was like, oh, I'll just buy this later. And that's why I put off buying Hello. But I finally have it. I don't have it with me right now. It's on its way. I check it every day to see where it's at. It's like, it is in Jacksonville, so it's really close to me now. So it's probably going to be arriving like tomorrow. So I'll make a video for that. But I have a complete Korean discography for SHINee, counting repackaged albums, but not multiple versions. Because I am not going to get the other version of Odd. I wish I could, but I'm not going to get it. And the multiple versions of, what's it called? Sherlock and Romeo. Yeah. Mamamoo. Actually, yes, I do have all the albums that I bought these from Unaxor. I don't know, okay. I like Mamamoo, but I feel like they are a little bit problematic. Okay, so that's the thing, like with K-pop groups, I feel like a lot of them don't really grasp the idea that they have an international following, and they need to be a little bit more careful sometimes when they say certain things or do certain things. I don't think they mean it's harm by anything, but I do have I have a complete collection for Mamamoo. So, but if they start, I don't know, if they still be, and if they are continuing being problematic, or they do something I don't like, I am getting rid of all of the albums. And then a group that I completely adore, GFriend, I love them. They remind me so much of Kara, when it comes to just being different from other girl groups. Yes. So, okay, so the girl groups that I like, because I really haven't mentioned that much, are GFriend, Blackpink, and Red Velvet. I think they're the ones that I really, really like. Um, because I don't know if I'll ever say that I love Twice, because there's just so limited vocally. And then another Shiny album, Temming's Repackage. The additionals. Okay, this album is fantastic. Please get this. Do yourself a favor and buy Temming's album. I don't particularly think the repackaged songs are adding anything to this. If anything, it makes this album sound weird. But one of my favorite albums last year. And then I got EXO's CBX's Hey Mama. So finally got this. Little rant, if you didn't know, I bought this from Korean Mall and they did me dirty and they were charging me for it. This never arrived. They said they shipped it and it wasn't shipped. Hate Korean Mall. Don't purchase from them. Only if there's something there that's difficult to find elsewhere. Don't use them. Everything there is overpriced. The shipping sucks now. I hate that store. But I finally got this for a really good price. I bought this for like $10 brand new. And it came with the photo card. And I think it's my first Baekhyun photo card, and he's my bias in EXO along with Lay and Suho. So I always get either Suho, Chanyeol, or Xiumin on photo card stuff. And then another kind of newer group, I got 17's album. What is this called? Director's Cut. Honestly, I can't really comment about anything aside from the title tracks. I didn't like Clap. Yeah. Yes, Asia has Real for not deluxe. I'm gonna get the Real Plus album very soon. I kept looking for that epilogue album for the past few months, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I'll be getting the IU stuff very soon though. I'm just kind of waiting to I'm waiting on just more comebacks to be announced because TVXQ is coming back. Monster X, I just bought their album today, so probably we do an unboxing of that during April. But yes, and then Twice announced a comeback. GFriend's supposed to come back, but I think that's a Japan thing, so I can't really say that for them. Yeah, I'm just waiting. The thing is, these are a good majority of the things I have are new, but I mostly spend my money on old stuff where comes in. Thank you so much to Mason because he helped me complete my 4-minute collection. This is literally like a video of me just being happy of completing collections. I have a 4-minute complete collection thanks to Mason, excluding Hyuna solos, but still a complete collection. So I'll be making a video on completing 4-minute. I miss them so much. I think they were a really cool group. The packaging for this sucks. I love the concept. The title track was fun. The album is cute in terms of track listing, but this packaging, like, how in the world am I gonna store this? Like, what? Why can't they just do something practical? Another group I completed my collection from, EXID. Yeah, and then they're coming back, and I just saw that the single album that they're gonna release is gonna have a physical packaging, which sucks because I wanted to just wait, and then for it to be an actual album, but they're releasing a physical release for it. I hope there's photo cards so I can just buy it used. Because I saw the track listing for it, and it's like just the title track and then an instrumental for it. But it is EXID and I'm collecting them. I I'll be making an updated collection video for them very soon though, because I just ordered Street and Eclipse, and those are supposed to come like really soon. Eclipse is gonna arrive this week, and then I don't know when Street is gonna come because that's being shipped from Korea. But I have a complete collection for EXID, and then the last album I have here, right now is the Ihyori's, what is this called? If in Love Like Them, the single album that was from like a commercial or a drama thing. And I complete my Ihyori collection too, so technically I completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 collections were completed this past few months. I feel accomplished. Oh my god. Do you have a buying wish list for when you leave? Actually, that's something, thank you for actually asking me about that. I'm gonna do that actually, because what I do, I have a really good memory. So what I do is that I would randomly think of a group, and then like, oh, I'm gonna look up if I can find an album from them, and I know what albums I don't have from them, so I just kind of like look it up and then see, okay, I can't find it, and then I do this every single day. I would just randomly think of what groups I collect, and or I would look around my house, and then I would just actually I would look. Wait a second. I do have my Royal Pirates album stored, and I just saw it laying down. This is another Secret Santa gift from Lupe. I just didn't realize that. I knew I had it stored there. I just didn't look. So, like Shao 360 was asking, I need to make that. Yes, I want to make a wish list because I Jade told me that there's a store called Book Off or something like Book. I have it written down, and they have a bunch of stores in Japan where they sell things pretty cheap. So I think I'm gonna be getting like probably shiny stuff. Yeah, Book Off. So thanks to Jade, I'm gonna and then now Shawl, well, Sam, I'll be making a list of the things I want. It's mostly just stuff that is probably that I want to get, like that are fillers that are not really important. So things like singles from SHINee or singles from Girls' Generation or Dongbang Shinki, since they are my top groups. And then probably like things that I would be difficult to find on a regular basis. So what I mean by that is stuff that is like from groups that I collect that I just never got. So for example, like Boyfriend's early singles. I'm missing their debut thing and their last album. So the stuff like that. I'm kind of like looking around. For example, Vix's Jekyll. That's another thing. So albums like that, but nothing too like specific. Well, it is kind of specific, but it's mostly older albums. And if there's like a specific release from a group that I love, then obviously I'm gonna be getting it. So, yeah. I hope that I would be so lucky if like there's like a concert in Japan and I have the opportunity to go. Yeah. I'm mad because GD and Taeyang photo book is $6 now when I pay. Okay. Oh, the photo book. I need actually. That's another thing I need to get, the GD and Top. Not GD and Top. GD and Taeyang Good Boy single album. It's like, I'm not paying $30 for one song. If I find it in Japan for like $20 or $15, then yeah, I'll buy it. I'm gonna put these away because they're taking up space. So these are all the years, all the albums I've gotten so far. And my collection, like I was mentioning earlier, I'm not going to get multiple versions. I'm mainly going to focus on getting repackages, if anything. And not even buying regular versions. Yeah, I know it sucks when you buy something so expensive. I bought this I spent almost $200 on this Britney Spears box set. So if I see this being sold for $30, I'm going to be pissed. So, non-K-pop related, but hey, I like Britney. I like Rihanna. Yeah. Camila Cabello. This is autographed too. So yeah, I don't only listen to K-pop. And then obviously, I love Taylor. So, my YouTube K-pop friends, I have Queen Taylor's discography. And Shakira, she's my ultimate like artist ever. So I have all of her stuff too. Yes, actually, let me put these away as well. So yes, I have. I'm completing collections this year. Not focusing on buying newer groups. And yeah, maybe I'll be buying. I don't think I'll be buying too much in Japan, since I don't know. Like, I might have to buy like a second. What's it called? Luggage or something. Another bag. Okay, actually, let me put my faves here. I haven't gotten the second version of this, but I want it. It's just not on my priority. Do any of you guys have any more questions or anything you want to ask? I can answer, because I am so tired. What time is it here? Oh, it's almost 1 a.m. So I might have to go really soon because I want to do homework early. I still have to get the album. This one is such a good album. Oh my gosh, this almost fell. I have this thing charged because I was afraid. When do I sleep? I usually, it depends. It really depends. Because sometimes I wake up really early and then I take a nap after. Yeah. Actually, Jade, this is actually being sold randomly at a really cheap price. So get on that, because this is going to go out of print. This is going to go out of print really soon. But this is being sold really cheap. I saw it for $10 the other day. I felt like I needed to buy it, but I was just like, yeah, you need to get Girls' Generation albums, at least the Japanese stuff. It's top notch. I love Girls' Generation. Actually, I might make a sale video soon. And I think I have a few Girls' Generation albums. I can sell them for you for really cheap. Or maybe you can just pay the shipping, because I want to get rid of these so bad. I have like another copy of Hoot, because I did it for like a giveaway. And then, because I had like 5 copies of Hoot. I don't know if you like that album. And then, but I need to make a sale video soon because I have a drawer filled with multiple copies of things. I've stopped doing that, but I'm not buying multiple copies anymore. Um, but I will be making a video soon. Oh, and then Ashao asked me what time I go to sleep. I usually go to sleep. I actually it's really random because I'm like a university student, so sometimes I wake up really early to do things, go to class. Um, I'm taking half of my semester online because honestly, for some classes, to be completely honest, it may be for any of you who are gonna go, um, who are in university or are going to university. Some of these classes are better online. Like, I have this friend who, honestly, I'm so glad I took English 2 online. I don't know if whatever it's called. It's called like composition. I think it's so stupid to take it on campus because they literally don't teach you anything. They don't teach you anything. All they do is like basically give you instructions for the assignments and that's it. So why go all the way to class to do really nothing and nothing? You don't learn anything. So I'm taking half my semester online, so I get a lot of free time, but that's because I get everything done really, really early. So whenever I assignments are due, I do them a week ahead or sometimes 2 weeks ahead if that's the case. So I can obviously have my time for to do volunteering and all of that. So I'm getting really involved this semester. So maybe I might not be posting as much the second half of the year because I'm gonna be really busy after like starting August. So I don't know if I'll be buying that many albums either because I have to save up, and K-pop it's addicting when it comes to like buying things, especially when it's like you want to complete collections and it's something you really want. But I really have to cut back on buying. That's another thing I have to do this year. Is cut back on buying, but I'm basically completing stuff, so I'm completing things, so that helps me not worry about like buying. So, so technically, like for Girls' Generation, I'm not worried about anything. Like, because I have a good majority of the things, or Dongbang Shinki, or now Shiny, like I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I'm buying less stuff this second half of the year, because I may be, if everything goes well, I might be going to Spain to do an internship, and then maybe Italy next year, for like 6 weeks for Italy to do like to take some courses, and then do another internship abroad or an internship here, and then apply for my like either medical school or physician's assistant school. Yep. And I got my certification as a CNA, so I'll be doing that soon. That will be like my first job. So yeah, I will be. I don't know. I'm much more of a people person, rather than like an office type of job. So and I'm not too, what's it called, aggressive when it comes to just interacting with other people. So I don't really have a hard time. I know and volunteering, a lot of people don't like being with kids. So like, why are you here? Like, why are you here if you don't like being here? But yeah, I'll be doing that. I'll be very busy this after the summer, because I'll be taking so many science classes once again, and we're not allowed. Well, it's not recommended for people to take them online, and I want to take them in person anyways. So, but this semester's half of my courses are online, and I recommend it for a lot of people, especially if it's a dumb class like composition or history of something, because it's not, you don't need a person telling you some of these things, because like it's very basic. Well, at least for me. I'm just glad I haven't gotten like bad grades. I'm I always reward myself with K-pop things. I don't know if that's weird, because I focus on school, and then if I do well on something, then I buy myself a K-pop album, or I I don't know. I used to watch dramas after like I finished studying something, or after like a big test, then I watch stuff like that. I don't know. But I don't make K-pop get in the way of like me and my, I don't know, education or professional stuff, because I know some people like are too obsessed. I think I was too obsessed, but only like in middle school because I had nothing to do. And that's how like I learned so much about like members and stuff. I don't have time for that anymore, or I don't have that much interest. Like I really could care less. But yeah, it's really late here. Um, does anyone else have any other questions? As for like videos I'll be uploading, like I always do, I always do reviews and unboxings for the same video. So for example, if I got this album, I would unbox it and then review it after, because I like talking about the music, not just the packaging. And so anything that comes in, so like I was mentioning, SHINee's Hello, that'll be here. What else am I getting? Monster X's new album, SHINee's 5. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I even commented on like Shao's video, like I like live streamed like 2 times about that. Thoughts on CLC? Um, in my opinion, I don't like them. I have a serious fun fact. I don't like CLC at all. I don't like their music. After the Pepe thing, I only like Pepe in that album. I have that album signed, but I don't know if I want to sell it or not. I don't know. I don't know if I really don't know, because I don't want to sell it at the same time. But I don't like Black Dress. I don't like any other stuff. I think they're so bland. They can't really seem to grasp a concept. I liked them during their debut, but I really can't with their newer stuff. I think the addition of the girls didn't do anything. I think the Elkie girl is really pretty though. But I always keep an eye on them since they're under Cube. But I don't really care for them. I have one of their albums, but that's it. So really no thoughts on CLC. I know, what's her name? Sorn? Elkie? That's it. I can't tell the other girls apart. And then Pentagon, who's also on the Cube, I know nothing about them. I don't like them that much. But I think there's 2 members that produce music, so I like the fact that they make are involved in that, but really haven't really been in the Pentagon train or none of that. Neither for Abtention, not, nope. Or what's the other group called? Kunakun. I think actually, out of them, I think I like Kunakun. I like their debut song, but I don't know anything about Kunakun. Yeah, there's random groups that people stand, like I don't know anything about them. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to newer groups. First of all, because I don't want to spend that much money for it, and I don't want to be invested in something. First of all, that I don't like, or don't know anything about. So that's why I stick to my OG groups like SNSD. Like I looking around, like I have SNSD, VIX, Beast, Infinite, Wonder Girls, M Black, Boyfriend, Double S501, Girls Day, UKISS, but not UKISS anymore because they're like weird now. 4 Minute, 2 AM, BAP, Winner, Teen Top, Dongbang. What else? 17, EXO, G Friend. That's on Victon. Yeah, I don't know those groups. I mean, I know of them, but I don't listen to their music. I was I did like Vic. I think I listened to Victon's debut song and I kind of liked it, but I'm not gonna get anything with Victon. And for SF9, I don't know anything. I know one of the members called Dawan, and he was in the music video for AOA's "I'm Jelly Baby," or Jiltunayo. I think that's what it's called in Korean. AOA Cream. I don't know anything about them either. I don't like their music. It's just not my cup of tea. And this is where I even commented on this on Twitter. I think Victim changed. I think they were cute first, and then they started doing like more rough type of concepts. Yeah, I only like the OG groups to be completely honest. So, Highlight slash Beast still around. Donbanchiki is still around. Super Junior is still around. But they don't promote as much, so it's like, and again, it's not a big problem for me because I'm too busy with my personal life anyways. I just look forward to hearing the music every year or every 2 years. So that's what personally keeps me interested in K-pop. I'm not here for like Victon or SF9, but here and there's some good groups like Monster X and Winner that are relatively on the newer side. But I think it's gonna be like 3 years or 4 years for Monster X now. So it's like time passes by so fast. So yeah, don't really know anything from those groups. Sometimes I check out the music videos to see what's going on, just to hear the songs. Because if I can bop to it, yeah, I can bop to it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy something, and then because the thing is with me, if I buy an album from a group, it means that I'm going to try to collect all, if not most, of their things. So if I start buying Victon and I like one of their albums, I'm gonna feel guilty for not having the rest of the albums. Or if same thing for SF9 or Uptension. I almost bought Uptension the other day, like I think last year, because I really like a song that they put out, and then I was like, you know, I'm not gonna buy this. I'm not gonna keep up with this group. But yeah, that's like the case for me. I don't. I know everyone's different. Like I'm not gonna say you're like stupid if you stand newer groups and you were a K-pop fan for a long time, but I don't know. I guess I'm pretty loyal to the groups that I like, and K-pop doesn't seem to be evolved. K-pop evolution. I don't like where it's going or where's the sound. When it comes to the sound, I don't like it that much because it's starting to sound too Americanized. Not to say that's bad, but I don't want to hear like three different versions of "Love Yourself" by Justin Bieber. Like, I'm not here for that. I think K-pop lost its flair that it had back then, prior to 2012. I think it was more fun and interesting, but now it's everything with like everyone's trying to be like BTS, or well, companies are trying to make the next BTS to have an international appeal, and then yeah, it just doesn't seem to be any newer groups that I particularly see as legendary or as iconic as groups like 4 Minute, 21, After School, Secret. Like I haven't really seen that aside from like the groups that I talked about, like GFriend and Blackpink is debatable. Okay. Ooh, what happened? Okay. Sorry, it went off for a second. Okay, Luna. Really, no thoughts on them. No thoughts on Luna. Don't know anything about them. I know that they're a project group. Like they had a month per girl. I listened to some of the songs. Yeah, but the thing is if I got into Luna, I think that the reason why I don't want to get into Luna is because they released too many things. I know they have so many albums already, and they haven't debuted or something. Are they debuted? I don't know, but they have so many things. I I don't know. I don't want to keep up with that. Um, I like I like some of their songs. Yeah, I don't. It's the thing is like I want to focus on my groups that I like already, and get their collections, and then who knows. Heart Attack is one of the songs that captures. I don't see as Luna as like a traditional K-pop group. I think their sound is so different from everybody else, and that's what I like about them. And I think that's what people like about them. I think they fit um, just a different vibe in K-pop, and they don't. Nobody's sounding like them. I don't want to get into them, but hey, if there's a good song, I will listen to it. I wasn't sure about them at first, but I do like them. I don't either. Just I don't think I dislike them. I just not interested in getting into them. Okay, I didn't say that. Okay, I just think Heart Attack has old K-pop vibes. Okay, okay. I think groups that have an old K-pop vibe is groups like GFriend. I think they keep up with that really cool, not that really K-pop esque feel. I think groups like other groups, 17 keeps up with a K-pop feel, that like that original kind of type of thing. But I don't know. I just been really haven't been impressed by anything. But as for Luna, I think they're cool. That's all I'll say. I don't think they're bad. I think they're cool. Luna is starting to become one of the Walking Dead. I don't know. I feel like I don't watch Walking Dead, but I feel like they're such like a they have such a they're not mainstream like, but I feel like they have a solid international following. Hopefully they don't end up like getting screwed over because of how much money they put into them. Did you ever follow? Okay, I actually did follow 100%. And actually he was my bias too. So along with Rokian. So yes, I am familiar with 100% or Beck%. It was so sad to hear about that. He was the oldest member, I remember. Actually, I was gonna buy their other albums. Yeah, I was so surprised because you rarely hear of like 100% anymore. I know one of the guys left, and he was the most popular member because he was on variety shows. But I'm a big Teen Top fan. Well, Teen Top really doesn't do anything anymore, so I can't really call myself a big fan because barely even keep up with them. But I do have a complete collection for Teen Top. But since they are like their brother group or like under the same company, I kept up with them. I liked their debut song. I have one of their albums actually. I even have a poster from them for the I Want You Back. I really like that song. At first, I didn't like it, and I really loved it afterwards. Yeah. Their newest music has been really good. For Beck%, I really don't remember. I haven't kept up with them. I love Want You Back. I love their debut song, and I like their song. I think it's called the mini album or the single album is called Summer Kiss or Sun Kiss something. The one where I think one of them has like blue hair. It was like a summer type of vibe type of thing. And I know they had a subunit called like 100% V, and was supposed to be like the vocalist. So I know of 100%. I just they don't do anything. They really haven't done anything because they screwed them over. And then Uptension is a lot more successful. So Uptension has like a follow like a fandom, but they're not. I wouldn't say successful. They have a fandom, so they can stay in the game. but they're not necessarily like everybody knows them. I know they're really popular in Japan though. But Baek%, they were so underrated. They never got the time to like get any sort of recognition. I think Rokyani was even on the unit, but I didn't watch the unit. Yeah. So my bias for 100% passed away. Who knows what I only read the article that he passed away from like cardiac arrest, but hopefully it wasn't because of like he was taking, I don't know, something, steroids or medications. Who knows? But so sad that we lost him. And he was still, well, relatively really young, but he was the oldest member. I really liked him. Yep. I still have. I guess I'm never gonna sell that 100% album anymore. I'm holding it for sentimental value, and I really actually really like the album. And they're one of those groups I stopped collecting because they stopped promoting, and then whenever they came back, I would not know about it sometimes, and then I was like, oh, I'll get this later, and I never got to it. But yes, if there's any, I'll stay around for like 10 more minutes because I have to go to sleep and probably do some homework. Okay. I'm alright. The thing is, like, I'm not too. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of strange, cause It's not that I don't have any whole sort of emotion. I just, it doesn't click with me when people die. Like for example, when Jonghyun passed away, like it still hasn't clicked with me. Like it doesn't correlate. It doesn't in my head like he is not dead. And same thing for Mino. Like I know they're not there anymore, but it's in my mind, it doesn't process. I don't know. I know everyone's different, but for me, like when people pass away, luckily I never had someone really really close to me pass away. So obviously it's probably gonna be more dramatic, but um, it never clicks with me. Like I still think that these people are alive. I don't know. But like for I know he's not like Jonghyun and Mino are not alive anymore, but like whenever I listen to Shiny or watch a Shiny video, like oh, or whenever I hear like news about Shiny, like I still think Jonghyun is like there, you know? And that's a great thing about music is that even though Jonghyun is not with us anymore, he'll be forever with everybody. For me, he was a big part, like, of me growing up. Like I was saying earlier, like I would listen to Shiny on replay all the time. When I was like in middle school, I used to obsess over them. I watched the Hello Baby show, and I was like, I need to, like I wanted to be friends with them so bad. It's like oh, and then like nobody knew about K-pop back then, so like I couldn't really talk about it with anyone. But yeah, and I just loved Shiny so much. I think, and that's a good I don't know. That's a good thing about with me and K-pop, and why I think I will never get over it, is because whenever I listen to older K-pop stuff, it brings me back to those memories or back to those days. Because I would be staying up all night to hear Girls' Generation's Hoot music video come out, or Shiny's teasers or whatever. Back then when there was that many social media interaction, I would just stay up late nights and watching variety shows and all that. And that's why I hold K-pop as a special place in my heart, because it really expanded my horizons. Because I'm from South America, so I know of like Latin culture really well, and luckily there's so much Latin there's so many Latin people in Florida, so I still feel like I'm at home some type of way, because there's markets and all of that, and I know it's not the same case for a lot of people that move here. Like, if you moved from, like, I don't know, like Egypt or something, like that will be a little bit more difficult to find, your community. But I've been always really aware of Latin culture, and not only Colombian culture because that's where I'm from, but Latin culture in general because of TV and music. And so I knew of like Mexican singers, uh, Argentinian singers, like, yeah. So all of that, and K-pop really expanded my view of the world, because I really like Japanese culture, but um, I guess this kind of just ties in how I got into K-pop, because I really like watching the Japanese anime shows. But I'm not to say I was like a huge anime person. Um, okay, wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so. Okay. I can't believe I was not connected to my house Wi-Fi. So I wasted data on the live chat, but who cares? Like I was saying, I got into K-pop because of Japanese music, because I really enjoy Japanese OSTs and just random songs that I would find on YouTube. It doesn't matter, Shawl. It's like I I rarely use it that much. Oh yeah, I have an unlimited plan. I'm not worried about that. I'm just like, yeah, that's how I got into K-pop. It was because of Japanese music. So, actually, fun fact, I thought Donbangshiki was a Japanese group. So I was like, oh my gosh, I love Japanese people. I love Japanese music. And then I started listening. I started to listen to other songs, and I was like, why? What's this? Like, why? What is this other thing called K-pop? Because I knew of J-pop, but I didn't know almost anything about Korean stuff. And then I watched their Neurotic video, um, and all of that, and I was like, I was still so confused because I was really young. I was like 12 years old, okay? So I still thought they were Japanese for a while, and then I had to make a presentation on Japan. And then I learned about Big Bang and all these other groups, and I was like, wait a minute, they're not Japanese, they're Korean. And then I started listening to Korean music. So then I listened to. I was around when 21 first debuted it, so I even, well, I got to listen to Lollipop. I was like, yay, this is so catchy. I love the Lollipop song. And I was like, who the heck is 21? And then 21 debuted, and then I was like, I played Fired all the time, and I played Big Bang's songs all the time, and then yeah, that's how I got into K-pop. Basically, short little way of explaining. It was because of J-pop, basically. Me thinking that Dongbang Shinki and Big Bang were Japanese artists when they were not, but it led me to K-pop. Fire never gets old. I totally agree. I think. Oh, there's Mason. Hey, Mason. So you're quite late, but I've been doing this for like 2 hours. And Alex. Okay, it's so late here, and it's like earlier there, but I was just talking about how I got into K-pop. I got into K-pop because of J-pop. If you didn't know, obviously, if you know that I love Dongbang Shinki so much, so obviously they're called Toho Shinki. So I was like, Toho Shinki is like the best J-pop group ever, and I didn't know they were Korean. And so, and then I got to Super Junior as well, Big Bang, 21. And I kind of ignored SNSD because I like 21 more. You responded to some of my comments on here a little bit ago. Oh, I did? Okay. Maybe it's just because I didn't read the name. Okay, good. Because I just like, I can't even see that well for some reason. because they go away. But I think if I touch this, then it goes up. Okay. I just like answer whatever comes there. I didn't look the name, and then I was like, oh, it's Mason. So yes, I got into K-pop because of J-pop. And you missed out on me kind of talking about other groups, but I showed like all the albums I purchased this past since January until now, and I have a few more. So thanks to you, I completed my 4 minute collection. So I have 4 minute done, I have BAP done, I have Monster X done, Shiny done. Top 5 Korean songs for Girls' Generation. Depends on my mood, but I think their best song is Into the New World and Genie. B-side. Okay, B-side, so not title tracks. Oh my god, this is hard. This is so hard because they have so many good songs. Okay. I think I'll pick one from albums that, like, at least from one from out. I think One Last Time, even though it's sung primarily by just Teddy So. One Last Time, and then let's see, from the Lionheart album. Oh, Sunflower. Actually, that The Boys album is one of the ones I listen to the least. Okay, so One Last Time, I really love just the vocal arrangement in that song. And then let me see, from Lionheart, I like Fire Alarm, I think that's what it's called, and I like another one. I like Bump It too. And then let's see, from the Girls' Generation, I Got a Boy album. From the I Got a Boy, oh, Express, what's it called, 999? Is that what it's called? Or Express? Is that what it's called? The Express song, I love that song. It's on the I Got a Boy. Express 99, I think that's what it's called. Express 9999. Talk. Yeah, I like that song too. But Express 999, I think that's what it's called. I love that song. And then from the Boys album, I love Oscar. I like what's that song? The one that everyone likes. The B-side that everyone likes on The Boys. I'm sure you guys know that song. I can't what is it called? Trick. Yes, that one. You know what I'm talking about. If you were So1, you know what I'm talking about. This is why I can like talk to So1s. Yeah, I like that. That's one of my top B-sides from Girls' Generation. I love Trick. That deserved to be a title track. And then I love the Run Double Run album is like my fave. Actually, I don't know why everyone drags the Mr. album, but that's the most solid SNSD mini album, in my opinion. I love the song Soul, and I love all the songs in that one. I think it's just like a really dramatic song. It should be like an anime opening or something. I love Soul from the mini album, and then from the Run Double Run album, I love every song in that one. I like this song called Uja. I think that's what it's called. I forget the English word, like the English title for it. Like, it's called Uja. And then I like Echo. I like every song in the Run Double Run album. Forever, Bial Bial Bial, which is Star Star Star. Show me. And then you said 5 songs and I mentioned like 10 already. But okay, ones that are really memorable: Soul, Trick, One Last Time, and something from their debut era. I don't know. They have a song called Honey or something. Or it's like a B-side on their debut single album. I forgot what it's called. It's called Beginning, I think. I love like a good, if not a good majority, 95% of all Girls' Generation songs I like. There's songs that I completely ignore, that they just sound a little bit too boring to me. But those are my top 5 Girls' Generation songs. Well, not really. Which ones do I ignore? Okay, so for example, for this album, okay, since I have to look at track listings because they have so many songs. Like, for example, I ignore Love is Bitter on this album. I don't particularly think it's a bad song. I just ignore it. I think Love is Bitter is a song I ignore. What other songs do? Because I have my SNSD stack. So, wait a minute. I can't bring that many albums, so I just brought a few. So, because at least I have my Girls' Generation albums organized. So, yes, that's another song I ignore. Like Showgirls, it's not a bad song. I just ignore it. So for this one, Showgirls is on this one too. Yeah, I ignore that one. Yeah, I actually really like this one. This one's the one that has the most ones I ignore, or maybe it's just me being stupid. It's a good song. I just ignore it. I think I can listen to any Girls' Generation song if it's performed on a concert. Sunflowers is a song I ignore. Vitamin is another song I ignore. My J is another song that I ignore. So basically, like, kind of like the really boring songs that they have, I ignore. But the thing is, like, sometimes I get too sentimental and I listen to them and I really like them. So it's like I ignore them sometimes, but I love them at the same time. I'm so indecisive when it comes to these things. It's like, yeah. Basoshi are my girls. Like, they've proven themselves way too many times. Like, and I really loved this album. This was one of the best ones last year. Like, this, Girls Are Back, All Night. All Night is such a great song. It was slept on. I'm so pissed about it. That was like one of the best songs last year. It's like, this is why I love SNSD, because they evolve, they improve. They improve. They've shown growth. It's like, trying to move these things. It's like I have such a messy room. I will make, actually, another thing. I'm still working on my K-pop collection video. But I just always get so many albums sometimes that then I feel obligated to take pictures again. And okay, I really needed to sit down because I was so tired. I've been standing up for like 3 hours moving things too. Did you guys listen to the Monster X album? Because they are slaying every boy group. right now. And I'm excited for Winner. Who else am I excited for? I'm kind of excited for Twice. Oh yeah. I know you liked it, Mason. You comment. I remember you liking it. I really like that song Destroyer. I think that should be a B-side. Every song, but the last one was enjoyable. Yeah, that last one was, I don't know, it was good, but I think Destroyer left such a really cool impression on me. I think Monster X pulls these things off. Yeah, Destroyer, it should have been the title chart, in my opinion. Yeah, that's like the case with like Monster X. Yeah, I love those two, Alex. I think, I don't know, Monster X, they don't seem to be trying too hard to be a certain way. Everything just fits well. Every member just makes sense. Everything clicks for me with them. But like other groups, they just seem to be trying too hard. Yeah, so ever ever since the okay, I am not here for the Stray Kids. Sorry, I am not here for that. I think they're trying too hard. I think they're trying too hard. It's like GOT7. Like I can't with GOT7 anymore. I think that it's not that they're bad. Like the thing is, like, I feel bad because I don't know. Hey, if you guys like it, I might give it a listen. But I tried to listen to the debut song and didn't do much for me. But hey, I already have, because I think like there's certain groups that make certain type of music, and I have enough of that with Monster X and BTS. I don't need more of like that type of sound. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not. I don't. I just it's just the sound of music. I can only keep up with certain groups with certain type of music. So for example, like I was saying, like that more darker sound, more hip hop, kind of R&B. I like that from BTS and Monster X. And then more of that fun quirky style, I think the ones that do it best are B1A4 and 17. I think they really have that on the like locked down. Like that's their thing. I think that's the best thing that they do. For example, VIX, they are a dance pop group. Like they make great dance pop music. Like Infinite, they have the two sounds. They have that electronic thing that they do with what's it called, Alphabet, and then they have their sweet tune sound. I like that, but they don't seem to be trying to sound like another group. Or at least for me, like I just don't want to listen to a group that sounds too similar to another. Like Big Bang, like an Icon, like I can't get with Icon because of that reason. I can't with them. The only group that I would make that exception for is Blackpink. That's like one of the few groups that I can really make an exception for, because I like the girls too much. Like I don't know what they did. I just love Rosé's voice so much. I want to hear like a solo album from her. She's so much like Bohm, and Bohm is like one of my favorite people in K-pop. Like I just love her personality, and she reminds me so much of her. I just hope YG doesn't screw her over, because she's one of my faves. I love her. I love Rosé. Yep. But that's why I can't get into these new groups, because they either I start thinking of other groups that I listen to, and I don't want to be buying the same albums all over again. So like no Victim for me, no SF9, like someone who was mentioning that earlier. I know Mason likes SF9, so to each their own. Like I if I can find another group that fits my taste, it's for me. So it's not for everyone. Can make like has different taste. That's why I couldn't get into BTS for a while, because they were too similar to BAP. But now I am into them. I really want, okay, so what I really want this year for me to just be done with K-pop. So I already got my Super Junior repackage. I got my Donbanshiki album. I got my Monsta X album. I need G-Friend to come back. I need a Jessica solo, Taeyeon solo album. Hopefully something with SNSD, but I'm not counting on that. Like, what else do I want? Yeah, those are like the main things. I really want a G-Friend album. I really want a G-Friend album. What other girl? Oh, and then a Blackpink album. I need a physical copy where that includes As If It's Your Last. That was my favorite song last year. I know some people said it sounded like 21, but I think this song was definitely meant for 21. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think they would have pulled it off as well as Blackpink did, because it was too girly for 21 to pull it off, in my opinion. And I think that's why they didn't release it. It definitely sounds like a K-pop song that could have been released circa 2009 to 2011. That song, As If It's Your Last, fits within that realm of K-pop music. I think I listened to that song way too much. I love how it was just arranged. I love that song. So I think I might go now because it's so late here. I'm in the East Coast, so it's much later here. You guys are 3 hours behind, so your time is much different. And before I leave, if anyone has a question I can answer. Let's see. What time is it? It's okay. Oh, okay, it's almost 2 a.m. Yeah. So I will go. I hoped this was fun for you guys. I really enjoyed, and it really helped me to finding out how to plan for things. It was fun. I will do this again probably, I don't know, maybe next week. So I got inspired. I don't know if you have done a live chat yet, but I wanna watch Alex do a live chat. Hopefully I'm awake by that time. But yes, I will go to sleep, rest, and then do homework for school. Yes, please do one. Do a live chat. I always try to watch or participate in everyone's live chat, since for the most part I'm not too busy. Yeah, I think Alex should do one. Alex always makes me laugh so much. I love your opinions. They're the best. Like, we are on the same like thought process for almost like basically everything. Yeah. So Alex, you have to do a live chat, and hopefully I'll be awake, or like I'm not doing anything, because if I'm volunteering then I can't be watching one, or if I'm like taking a test or something. But tell us around when you're gonna do it. Yeah, tell us around when you're gonna do your live chat, so I'll be aware. because I have like I always post, well, I always put the notification. Okay, this week is good because I'm like not doing anything. I think I only have to go to school on Friday, but yeah. I always click the little bell thing for all of you guys' channels, so I get the notifications whenever you guys upload, watch the videos and the live chats. Because sometimes this happened one time, I don't know why, I never unsubscribed to Mason, and it unsubscribed me from Mason's channel one time, and I was like, hey, why is Mason not uploading videos? And then I saw that he was uploading videos, and YouTube unsubscribed to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want him to think I unsubscribed. So I had to subscribe again for some reason, or I don't know, or maybe I like pressed something on accident, but for the most part I have like notifications for the channels I follow, because YouTube, like, sometimes they don't show videos from like subscription. So yeah, hopefully I'll be at Alex's live stream so we can all hear him rant and throw shade. Yeah, thank you guys for coming on my live stream. Hopefully it was interesting. I know I ramble and then I like get distracted and things, start talking about other things that have to do with nothing. But yes, if you weren't here, I know because some of you guys came in a lot earlier. I'll be like doing collection videos very soon, like making updated collection videos, because I've completed a lot of collections. Yeah, and yeah, so I hope everyone has a good night, good week, and everyone stays safe, because I know like there's just so much negativity on the news. I just don't want to hear anything bad happening to anyone. And yeah, take care, and don't forget to do your live chat, Alex, because I hope I'll be there to ask you some questions. Good night, Mason, to you too. And yes, obviously we always keep in contact through Twitter, so I always just, it's good that I love Twitter more than Instagram, because I feel like it's easier to keep up with like stuff. Yeah, good night, guys, and yeah, hopefully I'll do this again sometime in the future. But I at least did it once. I want to do it at least once, so I got to do it. It's just easier for me to do it when you guys are doing the live stream, because then I can like do homework at the same time. But now like I have to speak and I can't be doing like homework at the same time. So bye, guys. And yeah, I posted like a bunch of videos, I think a couple days ago, so if you want to watch those, you can watch those. Bye. Okay, let's